welcome to Dogs of War Gaming Channel. Today we're going to have some tournament report on Warmachine and Hordes. We did a tournament a couple of weeks ago. We had 22 players, and this is the video, the first round. Today we have Angelo.
And Ben.
Hey guys. And Ben.
Hey, what's up?
And we got here Circle versus Mercs.
Yeah, it looks like Ashley versus Kruger 2. Ashlyn. And she's got Rocket Knight, the character, helping her out. Some gun mages with UA, Solo, Rd1, Anastasia, Ragman, Alexia and Risen, Nis Hunters, Forge Guard, and Tactical Arcanist. All right, and on the other side we have Craig. He's got Epic, Kruger 2, Druid Water attached to that, Megalith, Warp Wolf Stalker, Getarex, Gorax, Gallows Grove Solo, 2 units of Shifting Stones. One of them has the Stonekeeper attached. Thorn Blood Trackers with the UA, the character Nuala, the Huntress, and a unit of Swap Gobblers.
The scenario is
Incursion.
Incursion.
So basically what that does is there's 3 objectives right in the center of the table. One of them will go away at the end of turn 1, and it can't be the center one. All right, so Nathan looks like he's moving up his solos. He's got a gun mage up there, and he's going to be moving up Rd1. I don't see Rd1 up there that much anymore because Rd2 obviously came out, and she's really good all around, taking away upkeeps and stuff like that. Rd1's really good at setting you up for failure with focus. But the thing with Rd1 is she could really hurt your jacks. Not your jacks, but she could stop her activation if she ends her movement within so many inches of your jack. Looks like Craig's setting up his advanced deployment. The Thorn Blood Trackers, the stones. I see Craig playing those stones all the time, and he's got some really good combos with it. And that Gallows Groves will sneak up on you and take away your tough or with the Arc Node. So you got to watch out for that. He's really good with it. The thing about Craig is a lot of these players you see are really, really good. And Craig's getting up there, but the thing you got to fear about his playstyle is he's not done capping out.
Yeah.
A lot of these good players, they cap out, and Craig's just skyrocketing up.
And for you guys who don't know, Craig is our local press ganger. He is one of the 2 founders of Crucible, one of the biggest tournaments in Florida. Last year they had almost 70, 80 players.
Yeah, different games.
It's a great convention, and it's growing. If you
And not just Warmachine, it's a bunch of games.
Yes, they got Bolt Action,
Warmachine,
and Fantasy and 40K.
Yep.
Just added. So if you guys haven't checked it out, I'll put a link in the description for the Crucible.
All right, looks like Nis Hunters are moving up. Now, the thing about Nis Hunters is with Hunter and all their abilities, they're high defense of 15, I think.
Yeah.
People were running them forever for a while. You just don't see them anymore, especially and it seems like high defense isn't the meta anymore.
I heard about that. I heard about his armor now.
Yeah, and this Merc player, he's running all high defense from his Warcaster to his units. He's got 1 unit that's high armor, and he actually deployed them in the back. It looks like they're going to move up as either the 2nd or 3rd wave. His gun mages are moving up now. They got a solo and the UA with them. And they could be pretty nasty, especially against the Thorn Blood Trackers because of their stealth. And that's what they rely on. Getting up there, again, that's a high defense unit with stealth moving up.
On this scenario, what do you guys think? I'm assuming you keep going to focus on the middle objective.
Yeah, you always.
that one's never going to go away.
Yeah, you gotta push the middle. But what this Merc Nathan did that really, I'm a Anastasia Debray player myself, and a lot of people don't see her. What he did that really impressed me is he put her in reserves, which I don't do because I don't want to forget about her. But then when he finds out which objective disappears, he brings her in on that side.
On the appropriate flank.
Yeah, and just moves up and takes it right away.
Good point.
And that really helps mitigate one of the things with this scenario is if you really commit to one objective and just strong side, it can really backfire and you have to play a defensive game after that because you're sitting on the wrong side of the table from the objective.
Yeah, and he looks like he puts his gun mage on one side, which is his weak side. He's got the Nis Hunters, Alexia, and Risen, his Forge Guard, his tactical.
Arcanus Corp.
Yep. And his solo support, which looks just like a few models. Now, the thing I don't see a point to, he's got Ragman over there with his gun mages. And what Ragman does is he says he could take control of one of your guys, and with Bone Shaker, he shoots out this thing. It's range 8, POW 12. If he kills you, he gets to make a full advance and make a immediate a normal attack. That's pretty cool. But Death Field is what I use him for, and I see a lot of people use him for. And basically what that does is he pops this little 3-inch bubble around him, and any friendly models in that bubble get Dark Shroud. And what that does is it lowers your armor, the enemy's model armor, by 2 if they're in melee range of those models within 3.
That works good with those dwarves, the two-handed.
Yeah, and so what I'm thinking he's going to do is put them up there so that way Craig doesn't really notice them, and then run them down there by the dwarves and then use it there. That's the only tactic I could really see, especially with Craig advancing those blood trackers right over there. That pretty much Ragman is no use right now. He's 2 points. I mean, he might have a tactic that I don't know about, and if he does, I give him that. Usually a lot of the stuff I see, so hopefully he does. There goes Craig with his shifting stones moving up. Now, Craig with these shifting stones, it's a headache. He will reach out and touch you, and you're just not ready for it. I mean, and he's got those big guys up in the back that just walk up and then just shift right in base to base with you, or within 2 inches if they have reach, and just hurt your feelings.
And placement is very important for those stones.
Yeah, and the one with the UA had that unit has stealth, and being at base armor 18 with 5 boxes. It, as a Signar or Troll player, my stance points, it's hard to take that out. With Trolls, not so hard if I get it in melee, but Craig has a way of not getting those stones in melee, and that's how you have to play them.
A big screen of blood trackers goes a long way to just making a... They might not do a lot of damage, they might not be able to take a lot, but they can definitely bog up in advance and let those stones be safe for long enough to start bouncing creatures up.
True. Now, the blood trackers do have prey, and their prey is the Forge Stone... Or the
Forge Guard in the back?
Yeah, the Forge Guard in the back. Which, believe it or not, prey, it's a psychological use as well as a physical use. And the physical is you get +2 to hit, +2 to damage when you're shooting at them. But the psychological use is if you really love a unit and somebody prays it, you're going to put it in the back. You're going to hide it, blah, blah, blah. And you can't play that way. And I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but I've been guilty of that. And I've been guilty of getting prey put on my units and putting prey on people to shut them down. And hopefully he doesn't do that. I mean, his Forge Guard are running around at armor 18, I think, in base to base.
Yeah, 6 feet by default, and then
18 base to base.
Puts him up to 18.
Wow, so he lost the bottom objective, and that's where the Nis Hunters were.
Yeah, he strong-sided that objective, and
yeah,
like we were saying, Anastasian Reserve is going to allow him to still put pressure on the top objective, but he's going to be kind of crippled from that role.
Now, one of the things Nathan was relying on that I heard in the game was the Nis Hunters have Hunter. And as you can see, there's only 2 forest templates and some cover. The Nis Hunters ignore all that. But I think what he, and I might be wrong, Nathan, if I am, I'm sorry, but he was relying on Hunter being able to see stealth. And he was thinking that he could move them up and take out those blood trackers. And unfortunately, that's not how it works. Now, what Nathan's doing right here is what a lot of people wouldn't do, which I think I got to give him kudos. He moved Ashlyn up, his Warcaster, full focus and feated. Now, now his feat is awesome. It's amazing.
Her feat.
Or her feat. Yeah. And at defense 17, basically she puts out, everybody gets 2 extra dice to attack, and including enemy models, and he picks what 2 are actually used. Now, him at defense 17, good luck trying to hit her. You got to knock her down, and there's ways to do it. You could slam one of your own war beasts into her or whatnot, but she's also at full focus. And at full focus, she's sitting at armor 21. And that's not including any other defensive buffs she has. And when I say defensive, I'm thinking admonition, quicken, stuff like that that just helps out, gets her out of those tight situations.
So here the Jack moved up and shoot.
Yeah, Rackonite moved up. He took a shot. He forgot to use his extra dice, but he's going to start using it here pretty soon.
I guess he deviated? No,
yeah.
He hit?
No, he was short on range.
Oh, okay.
And now he's deviating the templates, trying to take out people. Unfortunately...
so you would have got an extra dice and all that?
Two
to
extra
hit.
dice, actually.
Yeah,
hit,
two
okay.
extra dice
And
to
then you
hit.
pick which ones get discarded, so it's actually really used for like proc and crits.
Yeah, like if he had a mule or something, that would be
Oh,
just devastating.
Ashram with mules is a pretty popular combo.
And again, Nathan, if you're watching this, we're not trying to quarterback your army list. You have an awesome list. I would play this list definitely if I was playing Mercs. I really like it. The Nis Hunters, I don't use too much, but your list altogether, I would. I wouldn't play it the same way. I definitely have the Dwarves up there. And Alexia needs to be up there collecting corpse tokens. You could put her behind Rockanite or whatever. But you're doing a pretty good job. I really like your strong side with the Nis Hunters and your whole army. Unfortunately, it didn't play out your side. You took chances, went for the bottom objective, and it disappeared. But like I said earlier in the game, your Anastasia DeBray coming in off of reserves, I can't do that because I'll forget about her. But you did it, and an awesome move on that.
Spoilers, so.
Oh yeah, spoilers. We watched this game already. But
and now he's using the 4 dice properly.
yep, there he goes with the
Really
4
start
dice.
getting hits.
And he's taking out those blood trackers, and you got to take him out because Craig is ruthless with them.
You use them as a jam or as an offensive unit?
He uses them as an offensive unit. Most people use them defense, but Craig and his rolling. I mean, he just gets up there, and most people hate my rolling, but he gets up there with the blood trackers, and he sticks a spear in you, and it hurts. And he's got all kinds of stuff, and the UA helps him out with quick work. And the way Craig uses them, he goes up there, he charges you, he gets +2 to hit, +2 to damage if you're the prey, and he gets +2 speed, so their base speed 7 jumps up to 9. They charge. Now you're thinking you have to be within 10 inches to get that, so 9 + 3 is 12, so you're probably not going to get that, but you just need to be within 10 inches of one model from the prey to get that bonus. So that boosts your charge up to 12. They go up, they kill with the +2 to hit, +2 to damage, and their Weapon Master on the Thrown Javelin, they kill, and then they get the throw. So it's just so many things.
And they're stealth by default, so they're probably going to survive that first round to get up to where they need to be.
Yep.
So she misses Alexia. Was it Alexia? Yeah.
Yeah, Alexia moving up.
Misses, I think. No, maybe hit.
Now, another thing I like
Yeah,
about...
it looks like one of those Jacks is taking damage. I didn't see where. Or not Jacks, but Beasts.
If you look at Craig's game plan over there, the iPad, a lot of people hate that, and I'm not going to sit there and preach the iPad or anything, but everybody's afraid of that thing crashing with War Room. And I can tell you, since War Room came out, I've been playing with it, and I've never, knock on wood, never had one crash. And I play it in tournaments, I play it in games, and I love it. I can't go back to cards. I feel handicapped when I go to cards. Now he's moving up the Nis Hunters. They're going to come up and start taking out some blood trackers. And Craig's measuring his control area right here. And there they go. They're going to start. They're going to start pegging Megalith. Now I was playing a game with Megalith, and Nis Hunters came after me. And Megalith at full box, 3 Nis Hunters came up and boxed me, and it just hurt my feelings.
3?
Yeah,
Wow.
3 or 4.
They hit that hard?
Well, they're Weapon Masters on the charge.
Okay. I think that they do a take back here or something.
Yeah, he moved them all back, which in a tournament, a take back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Craig's a cool guy, so.
Yeah, Craig. Oh, I see what he's doing.
He wanted to get Alexia up there to start picking up corpse tokens.
What did I say earlier? He's got to get Alexia up there to get the bid. That's
Yeah.
exactly what he did, and Craig let him do it. Kudos to Craig for that. In a tournament, unfortunately, I wouldn't have let you do it.
Nah.
But and he runs out of time in a tournament.
Oh.
The thing. Oh, he took his extension. It is feet turn, so it's a good idea.
This is an important turn to do it too with the Nis Hunters and Alexia.
All right, so Alexia moved up. She crafted a thrall, and that thrall went after one of the Thorn Ravengers.
Because they get a fresh activation when they.
Yeah, when he crafts it, and it's so useful. Most people run Alexia and the Risen, and then try to get box like that. But if that thrall is in your lines, Weapon Master, PAL 10.
You can't ignore him.
Yeah, you just got to take him. Thankfully, he doesn't have reach. But he is just nasty. Now, things about Alexia you got to remember is, what is it? Arcane Disjunction. Now, that is, so many people forget about that. That is probably one of the most powerful abilities for any 5-point unit or even solos in the game. And she's not a solo anymore. She was a Mark 1. That basically, when you go to cast spells...
In her command radius.
In her command of 9, you pay double focus of fury. And I have shut down so many assassinations with that. And people just, what? She has what? And I actually, even them playing it, I have to actually show them the card and say, look, she has it.
Oh, you forgot to activate the Nest Hunters.
Oh, no, he ran out of time.
Yeah, so I think that was a bad play because I would activate the Nest Hunter since that's the offensive part of his army, and not worry or leave the other guys in the back if they run out of time because Craig's not going to be hitting nothing in the back. He's putting those cloud effects on.
Right. Well, if you look at his line right now, he's playing very defensively. He has the Nist Hunters up front, which have defense. Oh my God, in the woods.
17 in the woods, I think.
Yeah, it's 17 or.
Yeah, 15. Then concealment brings him to 17. So.
Plus they have stealth. Plus you have that unit up there with Alexia up front, and they have smoke on them. So, and then the gun mages up there by default are defense 15.
There's the warping.
Yep, and there's that big old stalker. You got to watch out with that wolf with Craig.
Oh, it's gonna try to score a point.
And he moves the Druid Wilder up there to support that wolf because it's not in Kruger's
control.
Yeah, and the Druid Wilder has a cool thing called herding. While in this model's control area, or while the Warlock in this Warlock's control area, the Warlock can force, leech, reef, heal, transfer damage to the War Beast in a battle group that is in this model's control range. So basically, it extends it, and that's really cool. It has condition and spirit tap. So the thing about Circle and Spirit tap is it allows you to cast Animus, and most of the Animus in Circle is self, and that just hurts my feelings.
So here's Craig charging, I'm assuming. Throwing
He's getting them Thorn Ravengers up there, and they are nasty. And he's going to do the whole, I'm going to kill one and then throw. Oh, and he got base to base to Alexia. So hopefully he doesn't do too much damage. What Alexia has is an ability where if you damage her, for every point you damage her, she could pick up a Risen. And
to soak that damage.
Yeah, that really helps. And one of the things you have to remember is if you take 30 or 40 damage and you don't have enough Risen and you pick up Alexia, do not pick up the unit. The unit stays. And I forgot about that. They're good at clogging up even if they don't have Alexia.
Do you think he's a worry about the Mercs list? You know, here his first turn and he had to use an extension. I know it was his feet turn and he still didn't get to activate his whole army. Isn't that like maybe too much units?
Usually the problem with that is you have too many solos.
Okay.
Here he has 5 units, I think, and very few solos.
Craig popped his feet.
Yeah, this is his feet to knock back.
Yeah, and if you look at Nathan's army all bunched up like that, Craig's feet is just. Luckily, for the most part, his army is ranged, but his feet says everybody gets pushed back 3 inches and suffers -2 speed. Now, if he was a melee army, that would just shut him down and push him off all the objectives and shut him down. Luckily, he's not a melee army. He looks like he's really ranged.
At least his first rank is wave. The closest models are
ranged. Yeah, and those
he still has the dwarves in the back, which are melee,
which won't be slowed down either because they were outside of the feet radius here.
Right. Unfortunately, if he wants to use his army, he can only move 5 inches or 4 inches, and that's not enough to get him out of the way of the dwarves. So those dwarves are clogged up by the rest of his army getting slowed down.
And they're pretty slow. I think they're, speed 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very quick. So them being in the back kind of got compounded here by the clog in front and their slow speed.
So here's Craig popping his feet, going around and just Nist Hunters everybody. And it just lowers speed. I thought it used to lower defense. But it just basically pushed back his whole army. They just got backfield. And with a scenario like this, it's really going to hurt because that's next turn he's going to have a slow advance and it's going to give a chance to score. And then the turn after that, Craig could probably score again, feed him some stuff, screen with something, feed him some stuff, score again, and then really close.
Yeah, he'll get what, 2 points here?
Yeah, he'll get 2 points
with the potential of more if he gets his caster in it. I don't want one of those objectives. I don't think he's going to risk it.
He's going to play it pretty safe right now.
Yeah, Kruger already went, so he's right there next to the objective. Now he's moving up the Swamp Gobbers. They're going to drop some smoke.
Again, another defensive measure. This list is just...
Yeah, those gun mages, though, will ignore that smoke. and they will also ignore any stealth, as which we saw earlier in the game when they just started cleaning out those Thorn.
Isn't it Craig just popped his feet, did all that, and is still within time? He's not using an extension?
Yeah, I can't see his time. It's right at the top of the screen.
That's very, very fast.
The thing about Craig and other players is every time Craig plays a game, he pops a timer. He's like, hey,
that's good.
There he goes. He just ran out of time. On feet turn.
Even on a casual game, just popping it down.
Yeah.
Really helping get your
on
play.
a feet turn, which he had to move like more than half the opponent's army.
Yeah.
And still not use an extension. That's very fast play and very good and very effective.
And he did not use his extension. He gave it to the other player with what he had.
And that's because, like you were saying, you know, Craig plays a lot, all the time with timer. And he's always practicing, you know.
And this list, he's been working on it for a while. I don't know anything about Nathan's Mercs as far as his experience with them. But it's a really well-put-together army. Unfortunately, it's the range asset is up front, which, you know, in reality, that's where you want it. But the dwarves can't move past them.
Oh, there's the sneaky.
Yep, there's Anastasia Debray. She moves in off the table, takes that, and that is an awesome move.
But she's not going to get a lot of her army. It's only that unit there is going to get the benefits from her?
Oh, no. You're talking about...
I'm confusing it?
Yeah, she moved off the table to contest the objective.
Yeah.
Oh, but isn't her ability that if there's an enemy model...
No, it's you're thinking espionage. And what she does is she gets within 5 inches of the enemy warcaster.
Oh, caster. Okay, never mind.
And then everybody in her leadership of 8 gets to not activate, but they get to make a full advance followed by a normal attack.
So he's just using there to contest the objective.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I use Anastasia Debray a lot, and I get that espionage off, and my opponents just don't know what to do. And
what they do, they die. A bunch of units activating your caster again is never a good thing.
And you know, when they let me get it 2 or 3 turns in a row, they're pretty much done. And you can't say, oh, that was a stupid player, because I'll usually get it to where there's nothing they could do about it. I'll use feats to help her to keep you trapped. I'll use all kinds of stuff, and I play Signar, so it really helps out.
So now we're not sponsored by Coke.
Yeah, hey, we're not sponsored by Coke. Damn it, Craig. So here we go. It's his turn. Moved all of them up. He's trying to figure out who's in the feet. Here comes Ragman. Ragman is an awesome model with abilities, and he's great for, you know, Mercs or Signar Signar could pretty much hit anything on the table. The problem is damaging it when it comes to range. Now, melee-wise, Signar has ways around it, but that's neither here nor there. He's got it with Mercs, and the melee units are over there behind Alexia. Well, Alexia's melee unit as well. Ragman would be great with Alexia moving up with those guys with their low POW. Coming in at POW 8, I think. No, POW 7.
Yeah.
But they do have combined melee attacks, so that helps out. So you get 2 of them in there that'll jump up to POW 9, and then the Ragman's ability that'll pop them up to POW 11. So 2 guys at POW 11, 1 attack. It's horrible, but it helps.
Hey, they're free too. That's the other thing.
They're free. And there he goes with another Thrall going in after Megalith, and goes in. And that Thrall is a Weapon Master, which POW 10 Weapon Master. And if you could get the Ragman in there, pop it up to POW 12 Weapon Master, that'll hurt even Megalith. And there he goes doing the damage on Megalith. It's just...
And again, with Alexia, those Thralls are free. It takes up her star action, so you can't do some of the Dominate Undead or anything like that, but it's still really useful to have one of those heavy hitters be coming out every turn.
Yeah, and Alexia is, for 5 points, I think she is super powerful in the sense that if you're playing Crix and you're running that Warmachine, not the Battle Engine. Yeah, the Battle Engine. She'd go up and dominate it, and that's her battle engine for the semi-turn.
Sad face.
Yeah, that's just, here, let me hurt your feelings and seduce your battle engine.
For free.
For free.
So you think she's still better than the one on the Epic one?
Yeah, nobody uses the Epic one. And I think what I'm going to do is start testing her out to see. Right now she's got 2 corpse tokens from what our guys are doing. Here comes Rockanite coming in at speed 3.
Yeah.
It looks like he's not going to do anything. He's just going to move up next to
yeah, he's under the feet.
Ashland.
So.
Rockanite, and I just glanced over. Rockanite has guard dog. Guard Dog says if the Warcaster is within 3 inches and Rockanite is not knocked down or made stationary, the Warcaster can't be targeted by free strikes, gets +2 defense against melee attack rolls.
Wow, that makes it 19.
Yeah.
And models attacking the Warcaster do not get backstrike bonus. That, I just glanced over and saw that. I'm not a real big Mercs player. I do have Mercs. I play Dwarves mostly. That is awesome. And
Because I was going to wonder, because she's pretty up in the front, you know.
yeah, she's up
Craig
at the
can
front.
get to her.
But she's can't put a lot of focus. Right now she's sitting at, what, defense 17 and
Plus
armor
the
21?
+2 from the rock.
Well, that's including the +2, yeah.
I thought she's
She's 15 base, I believe.
No, I think she is 17.
Is she?
Jumps up. Yep.
So
19,
19, holy cow,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And her quick draw is awesome. So if you go to shoot at her and you're within 12 inches, she shoots you first and you can't shoot her.
Good luck shooting it, again, defense 19 right now.
Yeah.
So.
No, well, it'd be defense 17 with the shot.
Yeah, because you got that Garrix in the circle, so he could teleport him and get him right base to base to her.
If and here's me quarterbacking, which I said I wouldn't do, but if I could, I would Megalith right in base to base with both of them, and I'd pick up Rockanite and chuck them, and then start pounding on her.
Oh, pick up and drop it on top of her.
Yeah,
Drop the defense.
yeah, drop the defense and knock them both down. But Craig has other plans, and what he's doing.
Going for the tiebreakers.
The objectives.
Yep,
Yeah,
he
that's
moves the Druid Wilder over, and in tournament play, Warcaster assassination is not the way to go. If you have to do it, but win by objectives, and that's what Craig's doing. Craig's moving around. He's going to take out Anastasia Bray, sitting at defense. Oh my God, I think it's like 16, and boom, he just rolled an 18. Well, he rolled a 12 plus 6, so 18. Kills her, gets that, and then he's gonna kill the Thrall, which that's the only thing he moved into base to base with the objective. Megalith kills it, and then Kruger walks over and dominates, and that's game.
And that's, I mean, it's all he could do. He could move his army up. The
Yep.
feet slowed him down. They were
You
either
think
in
he
the
could,
forest.
instead of going shooting had a run?
He wouldn't have gotten there. He
still wouldn't have gotten
been,
out there?
I mean,
Well, if he
lot of
got
those
a
were
couple
in-
models within 3 inches of the objective, he could have contested it.
I don't know.
But
Maybe the Nest Hunters in the bottom, I think they didn't get hit by the feet.
yeah,
They could have run into the middle one.
I think the Nest Hunters did get hit, though.
Did they get hit?
yeah, I
Okay.
saw him moving back.
The unit did, yeah.
But that was the first round.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you for joining us, guys. See us in the next one.